It's Riley.
And Felicia.
It's day 36, and I wanted to do a little topic video as requested. So, since showering and being able to do at least a few things, someone asked, like, what is my independence like? And I can get you to kind of answer this one since, like, even though I am a month out, I still have a lot of recovering to do. I think the biggest issue for me is, like, with my hand and the mobility behind that just because of all the complications. So, really, like, the biggest thing right now is, like, showering is where I'm needing the most help, and still, like, with bandages and stuff. But
yeah, I'd say, like, for the most part, like, you could do everything, but showering, and that's mostly just because, like, like, safety, obviously, first and foremost. Like, if anything happens, you slip and fall, someone's there. But like, you need someone to help, like, pour water on your wounds while you're washing them, and, like, to rinse things off that you can't see.
And, like, to try and get, like, now the new bandages are slightly different, but the old one, it was, like, gauze wrapped over gauze, so a lot of the time it was sticking because of how much it was, like, oozing out.
Well, and that's when they were telling you to keep everything dry.
So then basically it was, like, really, really hard to get those bandages off, and I wouldn't really be able to, like, do that, like, really myself, so it's just...
Because we'd be pouring water on it while you're trying to remove the bandages from your wounds, and it was a lot. So, like, now the new way that we're wrapping everything, it's, like, a bit easier, but it's still, like, tricky.
Yeah, it's still a little bit, like, tricky to do it. Today, actually, they did a slightly different bandage, because yesterday was, like, a bunch of different foam pieces, where today it's just one full foam piece, which will be a little easier tomorrow if I have to take it off. But yeah, the biggest thing is, like, the independence. Like she said, it's like, it's not that I can't really do it. One, it would take me a lot longer to do it. The biggest thing right now for me is, like, I would not really be able to get up and, like, do cleaning or do chores or do a lot of the stuff unless, one, like, I was having to pack everything and then put everything in my medical underwear and then having to wear clothing, because for me, I'm still, like, recovering with scabs and stuff that are still, like, healing, that are down, like, on the groin area. So it's just, a lot of things that are still not 100% where they should be. So my mobility and, like, what I have is really good. It's just that there's these things that are still healing.
I mean, you can't stay packed for too long, and you're still dealing with some infections and the scabbing and stuff. So, like, it's just nice to have someone that can, like, cook and clean and get your shower stuff ready, get all your medical supplies laid out. Like, he could do a lot of his dressing changes and stuff by himself, but, like, having an extra pair of hands is obviously helpful because you only have one, like, good hand right now.
Trying to do anything, and I'm, like, trying to, like, hold things or, like, do things I don't have, like, full grip, but I can't really do a whole lot, so it just depends on what I'm trying to do. And, like, same with even, like, the flexibility in my elbow right now isn't 100% just because of the wound that's, like, down here. So it's just, like, my mobility of everything and where I thought I would be at about a month is not 100% where I thought it would be. And it's just, I'm independent in some ways, but still not a lot in a lot of other ways. So,
well, and I think we mentioned this in, like, other videos, but it's the, asking for help part that's, like, hard. I think on both ends, it's like, it's difficult. Sometimes he needs to, like, ask for help, but sometimes I need to, like, not offer help all the time too, because, like, I don't want to, like, take away from you, like, the few things that you can do.
Yeah, and we can, like, maybe touch on that in, like, another video, but it's like finding a balance of, as time does progress, like, I'm finding, okay, I can do a little bit more, like, I'm able to do things a little bit more independently, but also, like, even though it could be slightly different, it's still not 100%. So it's still, like, knowing to, like, ask for help, and maybe, like, oh, instead of doing this, can we do it this way? That way it's, like, I'm not completely not, like, still getting help, if that makes sense.
Yeah, like, you're just telling me how you'd like things to be done, or if we want to change things or try something different. It's communication.
Oh yeah, 100%. And that's something I think, like, through any surgery, if you have someone helping you, it's about, like, the communication of having them help and support you in the ways that are necessary. So yeah, at this point, like, even though I'm over a month now post-op, I'm not at all really independent. Like, I am, but I'm not. So it's just, really helpful to have her here. And I've mentioned that in previous videos, like, having her support throughout, like, this journey, and just being able to, like, help in the ways that I know I really can't right now. So, well, that's all for this video. Again, I will always mention in my videos there is going to be a Linktree link in my description. If you'd like to go and click that, it brings you to my Amazon wish list and my recovery tip option if you want to help and support me in that way. But also that I do post other content on other social media, so that link will give you the access to those as well. But I hope you all like these videos. If you have any more topic suggestions, anything like that, always feel free to put them down in the comments down below. And hope you all enjoy these videos. And remember to like, follow, and subscribe. And make sure to follow this one as well.
But follow him.
Thanks, y'all. Bye for now.
Bye.